They bring colour and class to the catwalk, introducing new styles and trends. The accomplished Marc Jacobs, the seductive Tom Ford, luxurious Badgley Mischka, vintage and glamorous Stella McCartney, and Zac Posen, fashion's most exciting young designer. With fashion shows always packed with celebrities, Marc Jacobs is known as a leader for upcoming trends and interesting styles. He knows what people want to wear and manages to deliver every time with the unveilings of his women's and menswear lines. Whether it's bags, shoes, shirts or dresses, grungy or elegant, everyone wants a piece of Marc Jacobs. His labels include his own Marc Jacobs and Marc by Marc Jacobs, while also being creative director of Louis Vuitton. He has been a constant recipient of fashion awards throughout the years while building his iconic brand. Growing up, he surrounded himself with beautiful people and attended the High School of Art and Design in New York. While in his mid-teens, he worked at the fashion boutique Charivari in New York City. Then, once graduating from high school, completed a fashion degree in 1984 at Parsons School of Design. While at Parsons, his graduation collection of brightly coloured hand-knitted sweaters sold and received attention from executive Robert Duffy. Together they launched Jacobs' first collection in 1986, the Marc Jacobs Collection. Today, they still remain business partners. In 1987, Jacobs became the youngest designer to have received the fashion industry's highest honor, the Council of Fashion Designers of America Perry Ellis Award for New Fashion Talent. After his studies at Parsons, Jacobs was named head designer at Perry Ellis, an international clothing brand founded by the American designer of the same name. His time there made him known in the fashion industry, although his grunge collection of 1993, which featured satin Birkenstocks and silk plaid shirts, led to him being discharged from the company. In 1997, the luxurious French fashion house Louis Vuitton trusted Jacobs and he became their creative director. And it was Jacobs that turned the luggage company in the ready-to-wear fashion brand by creating the first Louis Vuitton ready-to-wear collection. He has since designed many luxurious collections, such as men's matching shorts and shirts in a dark silk, and also slim, longer tailored shorts for the office, while vests and t-shirts with the Louis Vuitton logo splashed across the back and chest gave a visit to the gym elegance. Although he did not forget that Louis Vuitton is first and foremost a luggage company. He created skirts that fasten to the side with luggage straps and others cut in patent leather, as well as skirts and jackets sporting lots of blanket stitches and leather fringe. 2001 saw Jacobs launch another of his own critically acclaimed collections, Marc by Marc Jacobs. This collection was a little more edgy and affordable. Over the years, Jacobs has launched a number of boutiques around the world, with some specializing only in Marc Jacobs or Marc by Marc Jacobs labels. And now fashion fans can get hold of the bright designs and sought-after accessories range from his affordable brand with the launch of his flagship store in Hong Kong, which is located in the center of Hong Kong shopping district. Become a celebrity himself, Jacobs is constantly on celebrities' favorite designers list. Victoria Beckham is always spotted at his shows, while Sofia Coppola has been quoted as his muse. Although some of his designs have been quite luxurious, Marc Jacobs has also never been afraid to try something a little more outrageous. Dubbed by his fashion cohorts as the king of cool and the epitome of sexiness, Tom Ford has always been at the top of the fashion industry. Studying at the New York City's Parsons School of Design, and before his final year, Ford had the chance to spend 6 months working as an intern in the press office of the French luxury fashion design house Chloe, where he realized his love of fashion. After graduating, Ford spent a number of years working for American design companies, but grew tired of the American fashion. So he traded American style for European, where he knew style would be appreciated. He entered the world of European fashion when he was given the opportunity to join the luxury goods company Gucci. Ford was hired as Gucci's chief women's ready-to-wear designer to strengthen the brand and give it a new look.
Music is literally the rhythm of our time, and fashion also always tells us really where we are culturally. And the two, for me, really go hand in hand. I mean, every time I design a collection, I think constantly about music. I mean, I listen to music constantly anyway, but it really is very literally the beat of our time.
As Gucci wasn't the most loved brand at the time, Ford's input helped the company grow rapidly. By 1994, Ford was Gucci's creative director and put the glamour back into their designs. He was regarded as one of the architects of the Italian fashion house's rise from near bankruptcy in the 1990s to the third biggest luxury goods firm in the world by sales. Gucci then obtained the House of Yves Saint Laurent, where Ford was also named creative director. While his first collection for YSL in October 2001 received lukewarm reviews, he was later praised for successfully reinventing YSL with his own flair while respecting its time-honored trademarks. While at YSL, Ford won a number of awards from the Council of Designers of America. His high-profile departure from Gucci in 2004 shocked many in fashion who saw the Texas-born designer as one of the most powerful figures of the industry at that time. His final show summed up the look he has created since being with the fashion house. His humor came through, adding lightness to the fact of his leaving the house. The clothes were reminiscent of dandyism. They were sleek and well cut. Following his departure, he created his own fashion house, Tom Ford, which now covers menswear, beauty, eyewear, and men's and women's accessories. In April 2007, he opened his first flagship store in New York to thorough fanfare, which, unlike the ubiquity of his designs in the 1990s, is very much made to measure, one of a kind, and only for men.
I was opening a new store in New York, which is very much about custom, special things, made to order, made to measure, things that you can't find everywhere. And so I developed this collection of fragrances only for that store. And when we finished it, every retailer that saw it wanted it, and we thought, oh, maybe we should put this in a very tight, limited distribution.
Ford was often credited for bringing once obscure labels back to the fashion forefront with his sexy and powerful looks, which unsurprisingly was a favorite amongst the Hollywood set. From Nicole Kidman in one of his last Yves Saint Laurent designs, a gold sequin bodice with nude fabric and paired with a flowing pale chiffon skirt, to Charlize Theron and her Hancock co-star Will Smith. Although he has remained relatively low-key, he has managed to launch a highly successful fashion house of his own and revive two of the world's most recognized and now loved brands. Known for their refreshing light take on glamour, designers James Mischke and Mark Badgley are the geniuses behind the label Badgley-Mischke. Having worked together for over 20 years, the pair met when at Parsons School of Design, and instead of competing, they decided to launch a company together. together they have breathed new life into evening wear and have throughout the years acquired a loyal fan base, including some of showbiz's biggest names. Having both lived in New York since the 1980s and after graduating from Parsons in 1985, they began their fashion careers on 7th Avenue. Badgley worked as a design assistant for fashion designers Jackie Rogers and Donna Karan, while Mishka managed to also spend some time in Paris with Yves Saint Laurent before working for the menswear line of successful designer Willie Smith. By 1988, the pair had formed their own company and were determined to design only evening wear, staying away from other fashions such as sportswear. After their second showing of their evening gowns, they received orders from Saks Fifth Avenue, Barney's New York and Neiman Marcus. They developed a following for their beaded and decorated gowns that were sewn from delicate fabrics, even when their ultra-feminine sleek dresses sometimes came with a price tag in the thousands. By the early 1990s, German ready-to-wear luxury powerhouse Escada bought a major share in the Badgley-Mischke company. After receiving devoted clients who were in demand for specially made dresses, Badgley and Mischke expanded their range and launched an elegant bridal line. With the help from Escada, they were able to venture into daywear, evening bags and shoes, and were able to open their first Beverly Hills boutique store. In 2004, Iconics brand group bought the Badgley-Mischke label from Escada, which helped catapult the label to where it is now, becoming a truly successful fashion brand. By 2007, even though they originally weren't interested, Badgley and Mischke had added sportswear to their lineup, where they took everyday business wear and added touches of glamour, making it a little less office-like. Since forming and specializing in glamorous evening wear, stars and celebrities have been clamoring for their unique brand of elegance, and have even had some of the entertainment industry's biggest and best-dressed actresses as the face of the fashion label. In 2006, Hollywood actress Sharon Stone was the face of design house Badgley-Mischke. Photographers captured Stone wearing a number of outfits from their couture collection, which featured many fashion magazines including Vogue, Elle and InStyle. Pint-sized actresses Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen have been clad in Badgley-Mischke, representing the glamorous brand. Desperate Housewives actress Terry Hatcher is now following the likes of the Olsen twins and Sharon Stone as the newest face of the American fashion label. The campaign saw her in a range of outfits from daywear to swimwear and lingerie, with the designers wanting her in their campaign because of her down-to-earth nature. Dubbed by Vogue as one of the top 10 American designers, the duo have designs inspired by the classicism of the 60s and icons like Mia Farrow, and have become big hits with their "one zip and you're dressed" motto, as well as getting the message across that dressing for an evening out shouldn't be hard work. Her name itself implies fame. She has famous friends, and she sets trends with her feminine, flirtatious, and figure-hugging designs. She set the fashion world on fire with her exquisitely cut clothes and lovely details like antique buttons and lace. Stella McCartney's name is now synonymous with clean-cut vintage glamour. Influenced by her free-spirited mother, McCartney became interested in designing clothes at a young age, making her first jacket at the age of 12. 3 years later, she interned for Christian Lacroix, working on his first fashion design collection. In 1997, she went to work as the fashion director for Chloe, putting her own label on hold for a move to the French capital to breathe some new life into the ailing company. Her presence there saw Chloe's sales increase fivefold, and the company was back in business. The Chloe style, a feminine, floaty look, which McCartney's mother had loved in the 70s, was here to stay. In 2001, Gucci offered her a deal that was too good to pass up, the opportunity to launch her own fashion line and retain complete control over not only designs, but materials as well. A strict vegetarian, all her designs are fur and leather-free. Although sources predicted she'd take over from head Gucci designer Tom Ford, she instead launched her own signature label. Within the Gucci empire, McCartney is still winning over critics and buyers alike. Designing with herself and her friends Liv Tyler, Madonna and Gwyneth Paltrow in mind, she is famous for her sharp tailoring, irreverence and sexy femininity. She often mixes tough and sweet elements with floaty florals and tailored trenches. Her designs often come in the colours of her signature palette: antique pink, blue, grey and cream. McCartney has also launched a joint venture line with Adidas, establishing a long-term partnership with the corporation in 2004. A sports performance collection for women called Adidas by Stella McCartney, the collection includes apparel for swim, gym, running and tennis. She has also added gym yoga to her sports range, inspired by ballet and dance uniforms. In 2005, she designed a range of clothing and accessories for popular retail chain H&M to create more affordable clothing for her fans. The line sold out immediately on launch day due to the similarity between her expensive main line and the H&M line.
The collection is, for us, is must-haves. It's the capsule collection. I think it really represents everything that a woman needs in her wardrobe, from a pair of jeans to a hand-embroidered jacket, and it's really the best of Stella McCartney.
Her signature look of effortless chic with a hint of rock star glam was evident in the collaboration with her silk chiffon blouses, floaty dresses and trench coats. Over the years, McCartney's styles have become as popular among 20-something women as they are to women in their 40s and 50s, thanks to the details in her designs. Her clothing often characterizes a woman's personality, intellect and sexuality, and as she has grown as a designer, her young and flirtatious style has slowly transformed into elegant fun. Stella McCartney's brand of vintage glamour and delicate detailing has seen her become one of the standout designers amongst so many in the industry. Her fashions are modern, yet classic, and with her many affordable collaborations, it appears even us non-celebrities can afford a Stella McCartney original. Zac Posen is one of fashion's youngest and most personable designers. He emerged as fashion's most exciting young designer in 2002 when his alluringly feminine dresses made their New York City runway debut. He is young, fresh, and a definite favorite with Hollywood's leading ladies. Raised in Soho in Lower Manhattan, Posen's interest in fashion design began early. Even at the tender young age of 16, Posen was headed for success.
It's like any business. And so after a few years, you see the cycles and things happen again and you sort of get more easy into it. I mean, I'm only 26, but I've now been in the industry for 6 years. And you just understand cycles and you learn, the people you like, the people you don't like, and that's life.
He interned for Richard Martin at the Metropolitan Museum of Art Costume Institute for 3 years and enrolled in the Parsons School of Design pre-college program. His 2002 show at Gen Art's Fresh Faces in Fashion unequivocally landed Posen on the map, and he established his first design studio in Tribeca. In just a few years, he had hit the big time. Posen earned enthusiastic write-ups from Vogue and other esteemed fashion magazines for his creative flair. After only 2 collections, the fashion industry hype around Posen was deafening. Trumpeted as the future of American fashion, the Manhattan-born designer made his name designing sophisticated clothes for young actresses and socialites, many of whom make up his circle of friends. After the success of his first major runway show in 2004, Posen was awarded the CFDA Swarovski Perry Ellis Award for Ready to Wear, just one of the hot young designer's many accolades. Posen's strong female aesthetic has seen him become a hit with young Hollywood. His friend and muse Natalie Portman is often seen accompanying him to events, and his designs have been seen on Cate Blanchett, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ellen Page, and Cameron Diaz. His designs have a timeless nostalgia to them, with bias-cut silhouettes, ruffled satin draping and fishtail hems. Shine comes from fabrics with a metallic gleam, while chiffon, taffeta and organza give a vision of light. Young, feminine and billowy, with enough elegance for red carpets, Posen's creative vision of layering, beading and draping has ensured his gowns are favoured for red carpet events. Conscious of the female figure, his intricately constructed garments are designed to empower women of all shapes.
It's about creating the future of what a lady is. And, you know, a modern lady and the future of a lady can be sexy, and they can be almost anything they want to be. But they, you know, being a lady, it's about a manners that you have and a way that you treat people as other human beings. And, you know, I think the clothing is giving in that way.
Perhaps one of the most unlikely couples in fashion is Posen and hip-hop mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs. The two met when the designer asked the entertainment tycoon to produce the music for his runway show. Not long after, it was announced that Combs had invested in Posen's business. From his not-so-humble beginnings to his already superstar status, Posen's creative vision has guaranteed his rapid success. Posen has gained a following among fashionistas by exploring shape in both his designs and collections. Visual, sensual, innovative and unique, Zac Posen has translated his own character traits into that of his exquisite clothes, seen draped over Hollywood starlets. It appears Zac Posen is the future of fashion.